Hey reviewers, what is up? It has been a while since I've been on here. Freak, what the flip? I think it's been, about a month and a half. What the heck? I am so sorry, guys. Well, let's get on with the intro. Yeah, so sorry guys for the whole month and a half. A lot of things have happened lately. So first off, the first thing that happened was I am in the National Guard. I did drill for the National Guard and I had drill coming up, and so I had the video all ready to go and I had it ready to be able to be edited so I could start working on it. However, I ran into a problem. I, for whatever reason, couldn't get the video to upload on iCloud because I was doing it with my iPad right here, and it just would not upload for whatever reason. I don't know. And then from that point of getting it to upload, I needed it from getting it from my iPad into my computer, and then from my computer to start editing it on iMovie, and then from iMovie I needed to upload it onto YouTube once it's done editing. So that became quite an issue because I couldn't even get it uploaded onto my photos. And so I was like, well, I will figure it out after I get done from drill. I come home and I try to figure it out, still not able to, and then I ended up figuring, oh well, I'll be moving into a new place. I am no longer actually in the old apartment that I was in. I'm in a new place, which actually might end up changing once again. We'll see. Anyways, I kept on using excuses and excuses. It just got further and further behind, and now I'm here, and time actually does fly crazy fast. I'm not shooting in 4K like I was with my iPad, however, the camera can actually focus on my face, so I believe it's a little bit blurry back there, which is really cool because that's kind of how I want to do videos, is like you're focusing on me. There's stuff in the background, obviously, of course. I mean, if you don't like looking at my face and you want to see what's there, leave a comment, I guess. So yeah, I just figured that this video, to kind of help me get back into the swing of things, because I really do want to post every single Saturday, and so to help me get back into the swing of things, I figured I would just take this time to kind of let you guys know how I'm scoring things. And then I think tomorrow I will also start shooting for next week's video on what I'm going to be doing. And that might be a little bit different. We shall see. But yeah, I thought I'd go into how I score stuff. And because I came up with this system about a month and a half ago, I do not remember anything really from it. So I am going to have to read it off the iPad. So I apologize. Alright, so I have two scoring systems. One is education and the second is entertainment. So I'll go over the education and then I'll go into the entertainment. Alright, so for education, it's pretty much what I see here is from 0 to 3 as a scoring system, so a total of 4, but 0, yeah. So pretty much for education, 0, I didn't learn anything, and from what I can tell, entertainment will have more of this. So number 1 is pretty much the author's opinions. So things that the authors want you to learn, but not morals for your life. So pretty much it's what I would consider my video. If I was reviewing my video, I'd give it in education a score of between 0 and 1, mainly because this is my opinion and you really got to take it with a grain of salt. Don't, if I suggest a book for you to read, go out and read it yourself and see how, if it was good for you, because we're all different people and we all look at things differently. So a 2 would be pretty much morals to the story. So life lessons that you should apply to your life. I guess Aesop's Fables would be a good example of that. You know, they have the certain stories, fables that he wanted the reader to understand. So things like that would be considered 2. What I have for a 3 is pretty much literacy. Works that, for example, like William Shakespeare, or other things that you were assigned to read in class. I would consider literacy things that cause you to think. You don't just say for fun. There are people out there that do. Mostly for myself, I don't say, yeah, I'm just gonna go read Shakespeare. I'm gonna read Romeo and Juliet. I'm not really gonna go do that, but the way he wrote Romeo and Juliet or other stories like that in his works makes you think, because we don't talk like that or write like that anymore. Entertainment is something for books. I consider entertainment books, movies, TV shows, that sort of thing. Entertainment, I have a scoring system of a 0 to 5. And so a 0 is pretty much I didn't enjoy it whatsoever. I disliked it strongly. You know, the example that I used in here is, you know, children, it's like children with vegetables. It's disgusting. They don't want anything to do with it. They don't want to eat it. They don't want to have it. So a 1, pretty much I read part of it or watched part of it, but I couldn't finish it. Basically, you're starting to eat dinner. You have a few bites and you don't like it, so you don't really eat the rest of it. And so pretty much no dessert for you. So number 2. So it seemed interesting when I first looked at it. However, it got dull throughout the whole thing. I finished it, but I didn't really like it. Wasn't really intriguing, didn't catch my interest. So it's basically like eating dried ramen. You're eating something and it is filling you up slowly, but it's not satisfying and it's not fulfilling. Number 3, so it's interesting every now and then, and it's not dull. However, it's not enough to think about throughout the rest of the day. It's like you read it, you set it down, and then largely you forget about it until you go back and read it. You know, it's just like eating Chinese food. So you eat it and you're full right after you go out. Like an hour later, you're starving again. And number 4. So it's interesting to think about throughout the rest of the day. But you don't really carry it with you. Like, it's not something that you can just like hold on to. You constantly, it's glued to your face. However, because I'm doing these YouTube videos, I kind of have to. I don't know, I can feel it and how it goes. Like, yes, I cannot put this down. There's a few books like that, which leads to number 5, which is pretty much you can't put it down, and it's the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop. You take it with you. Number 4 is pretty much like, you know, how I would describe it to food is it's this great, amazing meal, and you want to have it again, so it becomes leftovers. You reheat it and it's not as good as it was before. And so yeah, those are my 2 scoring systems that I did. Yeah, I guess that's my video. If I were to rate the odd ones out, the video that I did a while back, the last video, I would rate probably it as a 1 because it's his viewpoints. There are some morals that he wants you to learn. Entertainment, I really enjoyed it a lot, but to give it its own personal score, I would probably say, I'd give it a 3, because I'd read it, it was entertaining, but I didn't think about it throughout the rest of the day. So yeah, it gets a 1 for education and a 3 for entertainment. I want to thank my family, my friends, and most importantly, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.